Hello and welcome to day 5 of the Art Movements. I brought you to my favorite neighborhood creek. Begin in a standing position. Step your feet hips width apart. We're going to begin with the 3-part breathing. Check in with your breath first. Lengthen the inhale. Complete the exhale. You're going to leave one hand on your abdomen and bring your other hand to the side of your body. Bring it up onto the side of your ribs. And start breathing in. Breathe into the belly and breathe into the side, and then open the chest. The head may lift a little bit up and back. And then on your exhale, you're making the sound completely exhale. When you're ready to inhale again, bring your hand back onto the abdomen and begin. Your rhythm, it's very normal for your rhythm to be a little bit longer or shorter than mine. We're going for 8 rounds here. Fully inhale, and then on your exhale, make the sound. Hand on the belly, that initiates the breath into the lower abdomen, lowest lungs, side ribs, and then up to the collarbone. Shoulders will go up and back. Full inhale, and tongue to the roof of the mouth, close to the teeth is really where it should be. Exhaling, completely exhale. Inhale. Ribs lift up and out, chest lifts, shoulders up and back, neck will lengthen. And exhaling. Inhale again. Ribs lift. Chest up. And exhale. Full inhale. Ribs lift. Chest lifts, collarbones lift, neck lengthens. Exhale, chest will naturally fall, ribs in and down, belly pulls fully in. Continue inhaling. Ribs, and now chest. And your exhale, making this. Final round. Lifting up. And arms by your sides. Shake out a little bit. And now moving into a lung exercise, you're going to bend the knees and let the fists bounce off your chest. And the important part here is when you are inhaling and exhaling. I want you to do a sharp, very sharp inhale when your fists bounce off the chest, right below your collarbones, as far out towards your arm as you can. And really, rather than motoring with your arms, think of motoring this whole thing with your legs. So you're increasing the oxygen in your body, and you're also asking for the large muscle groups to pump blood through the legs and through the entire body, and really hyper-oxygenating the body. Good. And shake out a little bit. Fix your brocade, fix your robe. And now we're going to ring the temple bell. Letting your the arm behind, gently bounce off of the kidneys. I like to shift my weight. I feel like my hips are like more mobile that way. Shifting to the side, and now let the front arm bounce off of your lungs. So this is a purposeful lung and kidney harmonizer, and you are I like to inhale again when my front arm hits the chest, and swing back and shake it out a little bit. Good. Bounce it a little bit if you need to. Wake up. Moving into the eight brocade. So we're going to lift earth to heaven, lifting up, look up. Good. And exhale. Arms come down, lifting up. Rotate the wrists and arms down. So pretending you were lifting something heavy is going to put some isometrics in this and activate the arms and shoulders. Lifting up. We're working to do each brocade now at least 4 and some of them 5 times. You can see how this can be a very full body workout if the more repetitions you do. Shake out. So in between, lifting up onto the toes, dropping, lifting and dropping. It's a grounding exercise, dropping the heels down. To open up our arms, our arm channels, what we're going to do is the neck of the crane, lifting up, and then palms away, and then the thumb side of our wrist, and then the pinky side of the wrist. Neck of the crane pushes up, wrist flexes, inside and outside. Neck of the crane, top of the wrist lifts, palms forward, thumb side, and pinky side. Now this next exercise is an isometric, it's called tendon changing exercise. You're going to pretend that you are pushing something heavy away from you and let your wrists shake, arms shake, pushing away, and then they float back. We're going to do 3 times in the front, push. Make your arms very tense as you are pushing. You can hear cracks in your wrists and elbows and shoulders. Push strongly away. Good. And then the arms float back. And then we go out to the sides. Push out. And they float back. Push out. Shaking. Pushing something very heavy away. This one always reminds me of when they get stuck in the trash compactor in Star Wars and they have to push the walls away. So pretend you're having to push trash compactor walls away. Push up, and then they float down. Your wrists are very flexed, lots of tension in the arms, but then on the float down, they're totally relaxed. Pushed up, push up. Now to push down, to make it a little bit more gentle on our shoulders, I want you to push kind of back. This one reminds me of like trying to sit up out of a pool. Push out. It's like angled back. It is more gentle for your shoulders, and push down. Good. Great. This allows us to have a little bit more shoulder mobility in shooting the bow. So now with our legs, we're in what's called bow stance. The toes point out to the sides, and you make this as active as you want, sinking as low as you can. Try not to bend forward though. Okay, arms in front, bring an arm back and go across the body and pull back on the bow and let go. All the way across, switch, and let go. Combine breathing now. Now that you're starting to get the hang of what your arms are doing, I want you to inhale all the way across. Keep inhaling, then a sharp exhale when you let go. Inhale, 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 and good. Inhale. Inhale around, keep inhaling as you pull back, and then all the way around, pull back. Good, stand. And relax arms down. Step together, 3 times lifting onto the toes and dropping down, lifting onto the toes and dropping down, and lifting onto the toes, dropping down. Separating heaven and earth here, lifting up, one arm, one arm down, wrists are flexed, turn away from the hand, look, find the top arm and follow it down. This is really for our neck. Separate the hands, turn and look away from the arm, head back to center, look up, find it, good, and down. Coming up, separate, turn, rotate the neck, look up and follow it down. There can be a fair amount of isometrics in the arms as you're doing this too. Look up for the top hand and follow it down. Separate, turn, find the hand, and down. Separate heaven and earth, look away from the arm, come back, look up, and down. Last side. Turning, turn back, look up, and down. I was wrong. There's one more. Turn and look. Look back. Make it good. You got an extra one. Okay, good. Lift up onto the toes and drop down. Lift up onto the toes and drop down. Lifting up and drop the heels and relax. Wise owl looks behind. Number 4. Open. Very strong body and turn as if you could look all the way behind you. And then totally relax. Let the most minimal effort to keep you standing. Straighten. Turn and look behind. And deflate. Try to keep everything totally still when you are in the straightened position. Your head is the only thing that turns. And deflate. Chin to chest. Lift up and turn the head. Try not to turn the shoulders or adjust the hips. The body is so strong in the standing position. Locked. And then turn the head. Turn back and deflate. Big breathing. The breath is expanding and opening the chest, turning the head, and then you completely deflate. Lifting, strong legs until they slightly bend when you deflate. Good. Turning the head. Relax. Good. And 3 times. Lift up onto the toes and down. Lift up onto the toes and drop the heels. Good. Number 5, dragon swings its tail. So if you're just getting into like lunge shape, just work on the lunge part. Get the lunge really strong. And then the rest, there's plenty of time to be adding in the arching and the over the knee and the squatting and over to the other side. I have found that my favorite surface to move is sand. Move my feet. It's the easiest. I don't have to pick up my feet as much. Turning. So if you can find some sand, it makes it a lot easier. Lifting up, that's your inhale. Exhale over the front leg completely, then swing through the middle, then over to the other side. See if you can really complete the full motion. Try to get as low down through the middle and then up the other side. We're working to do 4 rounds, 4 each side. Coming through. You can see if you started to do 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of these, how vigorous this could be. Coming through and lifting up and down over that front knee, swinging through, coming up and through the middle and come to standing. That's called dragon swings its tail. In between, 3 times, lifting up onto the toes, and dropping down, lifting up onto the toes and dropping down. It's amazing how much your heart rate can raise just by standing still. It's pretty amazing. It's in one spot. So pulling heaven to earth. Beautiful pose. We are arching back, coming down the backs of the legs, arms forward, lift as one piece, come up and back, coming back behind, hold your low back, go down the backs of the legs, exhale, move forward, lifting up and back. You can abbreviate the arm motions if you need to. You can keep the knees slightly bent the whole time to ease up on your low back. You want to make your legs do this action. Up and back, hands onto the low back. That's your big inhale. And down the backs of our legs. Reach forward, lifting up and back. Down we go. Exhale down the backs of the legs. And let yourself roll up. Little bend in the knees. Have your legs lift you up and come all the way up. That was pulling heaven to earth. And now we get to lift up and down 3 times. Lifting up, dropping the heels, 2, and lifting up and drop your heels. Good. All right. Swinging fists with fiery eyes. Okay, horse stance. Again, you get to make this as active as you want it to be. You're going to push, pull. Remember, the fist moving back is pulling back as fiercely as the fist is punching forward. So there's a push-pull. It's like ripping a phone book in half. You would have to go in opposite directions. And you can exhale, exhale, exhale. Now speed it up. We're going to do the 50 punches. I counted. I'm not going to count now. But just keep punching, 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 punching. And exhaling. You can speed up the exhale, 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 exhale. You can do it. Keep going. Sink lower. Get it all out. This is the last one pretty much. So get it all out and throw it away and kick it out. Get it out of here. Throw it in the creek. Just get it off you. Just throw it in the creek. Yeah. And we'll finish up with the 8th one. This is like the final button of the brocade, of your beautiful robe that you are weaving for yourself. And exhaling down. Good. Just thank yourself. You feel so much better in 15 minutes. So find a standing position. Stand here as long as you can. And breathe. And start to pay attention to what the breath is doing now. It's naturally longer because your body needs more oxygen, but because you invited it to be deeper and more conscious